Okay, so I have both doors done now. Gap's pretty good. All the way down, front and back on both doors. I'll finish tweaking those as I do the body work. The doors open and close really good. Okay, and the other side works the same way. They're both very easy to close. It works good. And I have the steering column in now as well. So it's set up into the dash. What I did was I just cut the chunk out of the dash where I wanted it to go. Took a piece of like 1/4 inch round stock and just welded it in around the edge here of the opening, and then up in the top above the steering in the back here I put a steel plate and then a ring around the column and bolted it together so it holds it in good and solid. I still have to do the toe board and then hook the mount the steering column into it. And then out here I have the steering column hooked onto the steering box. It's a setup off a Jeep Patriot, something like that. One like an 08 to 2010. All I did was mounted a bearing in the bottom of the steering column to stabilize that, and just used like a clamp to hold the bearing still. All I had to do is cut 2 slots or 2 flat spots on the steering box, the shaft that comes out of the box, to match the universal I got from the Dodge. And where the bolt goes through there, there's a groove that locks everything together so it can't pull apart, slip, or anything like that. I don't have the center link hooked up yet. That's just like a tie rod end. I just have to get everything set up and aligned for it. So that's done now. And then I also got started on the cross member. So the cross member is the exhaust system is going to go through the cross member. So it's going to go through this pipe right here and out the back. That is welded right onto the frame. And what I've done is I've just made a cross member that goes from right here to the same thing on the other side, short little cross member, so I can just drop the tranny out. So this section here will be solid to the frame, and then this just sits on a plate and bolts down so it can't move. And the exhaust system, because I want it tucked up close to the floor, it's going right through there. And next I think I'm going to probably get onto the floor so I can get the bottom of the steering column hooked up. And then I'm going to pull the motor out and do the front shocks. I don't want to pull the motor out because I got to make it the floor fit around here, like around the transmission. I got to make the floor, the hump, fit, and I need the transmission in there to do that. So once I get the floor done, I still have to mount the front shocks and figure out the brake master cylinder, which is going up under here in the fire. So that'll be my access panel to the master cylinder. And I'm probably gonna do a right angle master cylinder. I'll make it. I'm not gonna buy one. I already checked out the dash. The gauges I have, SoCal gauges, set works great. I just have to put a hole on either side of that center section for the other two gauges. The original light's going back in that small hole above the speedometer. Heater control is going to be in this hole. Headlights and ignition over here. So I plan on putting the battery underneath the seat if there's enough space. If not, it'll have to go in the box. I'm hoping that underneath the seat will be the battery, the amp for the stereo, and a sub. It's pretty tight, but we'll see how it goes. If necessary, I'll just move the battery into the box and just have the subs and amp underneath the seat. We're getting there though. I'll start on the radiator after I put the motor back in from doing the shocks. Because while I have the motor out and I'm doing the shocks, I'm going to pull the whole truck down, finish weld everything on the frame. Probably prep it and paint the frame while I've got it apart. Actually, come to think of it, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm doing the radiator mount before I do that too. Because once I paint it, I don't want to be welding on it again. So I'm going to have to set up the radiator first. So, okay, I'll be back once I get some more stuff done on it. Okay, thanks for watching. Subscribe, ring the bell, get notified. Leave a comment and let everybody know. Try and get more subscribers going here. So if you like watching trucks get built, just keep watching. All right. Again, thanks for watching.